Hey everyone, what's happening? It's Mr. Brown of the industry. I hope you guys are doing well, and hopefully you've been on some auditions. I know things are slow, but you know what? Be prepared, be ready to go out and do the best you can and land that job. But there's one thing I want to get off my mind right now, and I want everybody to understand this. This is not only required in this business, but it's required in life, and that's be on time. You have to be on time, especially in this industry, because there's so many people involved that have to work together for one common goal. So if you gain the reputation of showing up late, or you've had some success, and you might, be feeling it like, I'm special, get over yourself. This business is about we, not me. And, we're team players here. So be on time, be professional, be cordial, but be professional, do what you're told, and you'll be successful. But if you start getting the big head or the attitude or whatever, you won't be around very long. And trust me, I've been in this industry for 40 years, and I've seen a lot of talented, beautiful people get show the door, because they didn't want to play right, or they thought they were bigger than everyone else. So you know where I'm going with this, okay? So be professional, don't get that attitude, or don't be that person. So it's very important. So let's get to that first question. It's not the first question, it keeps coming around. Steven, when do I get my headshots? Should I go get headshots now, or should I do this? No, do not spend $1 or time on a headshot unless you have an agent. It's so important for you to have an agent. So for example, you might think you look good this particular way, but your agent might have something completely different in mind. You may have this beautiful head of hair, a man or a woman. They may want to cut or style differently. They may want it a different color, so let them make that decision for you guys. And that way, you don't waste a lot of time and money. There's some guys I know that, I've always had a beard. I want to, wear my beard. Well, if they want you clean shaven, it's best that you shave your beard off. You can always grow it back. So don't get hung up on stuff like that. Book the job, grow your beard back later, whatever. So, you want to stay busy. And you also want to have a reputation of this guy's easy to work with, or she's easy to work with. It's very important, okay? So when you get your headshot, usually, matter of fact, I'm due new headshots because my other ones are 4 years old. I still look pretty much the same, but I want something fresh. I got some new ideas. So the particular photographer I shoot with, I can get about 5 or 6 different looks of headshots. And what I mean by that, when I go in, Brian will ask me, bring your suit or a couple suits, bring some athletic wear, bring some casual, bring some, maybe kind of hip looking clothes. I have a doctor's coat, a white coat with a stethoscope, so I can be a doctor. So that's about 5 or 6 different looks right there. So you'll get more bang for your buck instead of just getting 1 or 2, if you can afford it, because a lot of the photographers are all for, 3 looks, 6 looks, whatever your budget can handle. But I would prefer to go for the more looks. That way you've got more variety. But I understand a lot of us are on budgets and things are slow, so I get it. Do what you can, but don't get any headshots unless your agent is involved with it, okay? That's really important. And another part of looking good, but also you want to make sure you know how to read a script. And a lot of times when you get the email or the audition, it'll say it has sides. And you're like, sides, what does that mean? That's just another terminology in this business or industry that means you have a script. So for example, like, let's use me, I'm 65 years old, and let's use the product of a high-end car, BMW, Audi, let's see, a Porsche, BMW, and I'm a grandfather. So I don't look your typical grandfather. So I'm gonna look at this script and I'm thinking, okay, so do they want a cool grandfather? The grandfather who's been there, done that, whatever. He's not trying to be young, but the grandfather's cool. He's got it going on, you know what I mean? He's been there, done that. He's comfortable in his skin and he knows where he's going. Or is your grandfather the silent type that just kind of looks at you across the room and you're like, oh, okay. This is a guy of no words, but I understand where he's coming from, you know what I mean? Or you can get that grandfather who's kind of a clown, who makes everybody laugh. He's fun, but he's still cool. You know what I mean? So you want to get as many different looks before a camera during an audition as you can. So when I go in, The camera guy, I'm on him immediately. I'm his best friend. I'll bring food. I don't care what it takes. So if I can get more than one look out of the camera guy, I'm in. So I'm going to give him 3 different looks: the cool grandfather, the quiet, stoic, other cool grandfather, or the humorous, prankster type grandfather. You see where I'm going with this? So if you can get tight with the camera guy and get 3 different looks, when the client, BMW, Mercedes, or Audi, are looking at the talent, us, and they're like, oh my God, he did it 3 different ways. This is really cool. Or she did it great. Look at that. That's fantastic. So you just didn't do 1 look. You gave them 3. So you see what I mean? It's very important to do that. Another thing is, went back to the headshots a little bit. What colors look good on you? So you got to find out what colors look good on you, and then your agent will help you with that. They'll hook you up with a stylist or a wardrobe person, or even your camera guy, your photographer doing the headshots will help you with what colors look good on you. Because sometimes what colors you think look good on you doesn't pan out. So for example, I'm a dark-skinned man. I can't wear browns because I become monochromatic, and what that means is I'm all brown. My clothes are brown, I'm brown. You want something that's gonna pop, right? So if you've got blue eyes, green eyes, or whatever, and that's your main feature, you wanna wear something that's gonna pop that, you know what I mean? So they'll sit down with you and go over all that stuff, and that's really important. So what else? That's about it for right now, but the thing is, always be a professional, always be on time, and you'll go far in this business. So I'm gonna keep it short today. It's Friday. I'm gonna have a good time this weekend. You guys do the same, but be prepared, because you never know when the phone's gonna ring, your agent's gonna call, or you're gonna get that email, all right? So I'll talk to you guys later. Enjoy the weekend.